you are a Skool community owner and you want to make $17,000 in 1 week from your free community, just like we did in September, then watching this video is going to give you the 3 most important things that you need to focus on moving into 2026. My name is Ryan Duncan. I am a Skool Games winner. I usually show my trophy, but I drew it here. I left it in Thailand where I live. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you what you can do to build an ecosystem with your free community, how to leverage the new freemium feature, and how to scale cohort-based high-ticket programs so you no longer have to sell your time one-on-one, but you can coach to a group of many and actually get better results. So let's jump into the video. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is how the fuck we actually made $17,000 in 1 week, which is insane, right? Like, thinking about those numbers, you hear a lot of these big numbers in this space. $17,000 might not be a lot to some people, but to the majority of people, it takes them literally almost 6 months to make that kind of money. And we were able to do it in a week using this exact strategy. And all we did was we built a free community. So the first thing that I want to give to you in this video is all your different platforms that you have. And I don't know what's going on there, but let's just say we've got our YouTube, we've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, say we're on Snapchat, we're on Pinterest, right? These are all your different social platforms. YouTube over here. I don't know why the lines went like that. You have all of your different platforms, and what a lot of people do is they send it, and I'm going to do it as a linear format here. What they do is they send all of this traffic, usually to a landing page that has a VSL. Let's put ourselves there. We've got VSL, then we have all of this copy along here, and then this page usually just goes down, right? Have you seen those pages where they just take so long to go down? It's like waiting in a McDonald's drive-thru just to order a McFlurry, and it takes you like 25 minutes. They take you to this like crazy page. And then what happens from here is then you apply, then you hop on a call, right? So this dude here is now over here as well. And he's like, hello, join my call, talk to me over here. And then you jump on a call, and then it doesn't close on the first one. You go, right? It's just such a long-winded process. And the thing is like a lot of people just rely on this strategy here to take all of their social traffic into this, and maybe, just maybe, they might, collect an email and say a phone number. Now, this is good, and it's nice, but if you're someone who doesn't want to just sell, but actually wants to connect with people and build something bigger, hence why the start of this video was talking to you if you are a Skool community owner, you want to send all of your traffic into your free community. So obviously this is the Skool About page. I'll just put About page here, AP. We have our Skool About page, and this is our free community. So we want to drive everyone to our free community. Now, my free community has just hit 10,002K members, and I grew that all organically through Skool. You're obviously watching me here on YouTube if you are here on YouTube, or you're watching this in my Skool community. Bada bing, bada boom. But all we did was we just drove everyone into this group. And the reason why is because we can hit them multiple times when we are pushing an offer. So in my free group, I push what's called these speed runs. I take everyone through an 8-week program where I help them build, scale, and launch their Skool group and take similar systems from us, but do it for their niche specifically. So it's not build the same business we have, it's take the strategies, concepts, ideas, money models, and implement it into your Skool group. And you can use those to grow from what I have battle tested myself over the last 2 years. Is that making sense? So we know that process 1 is we collect an email, and maybe you nurture them on email, and maybe you hit them on phone number, and maybe they land on like the landing page. But the only other place that they consume your content again is on social media, right? That's where it happens. When they join your free Skool group, when they join your free Skool group, they can DM you. They can see your post. They can comment on your post with you personally, but they can do all of this with all these other members that are inside of your community, right? So all these people are checking all of this out. And the crazy part is when someone goes through this process here, they go through it alone. It's a lonely road where they just step into it, and then they meet who's on the inside, right? Who's inside of your programs, cohorts, whatever it is that you sell. When they're in the free group, this person here might be that premium member, and I'll get into that in a second. They might be a premium member. So they tell, this person who's just joined, it's his first day. Little inside joke there for everyone that knows who I am. It's his first day, and these two people can connect, and he can tell them about that program. So see how they have there's a lot more touch points going on when they just join that free group. Now, for those that are experienced, you guys know this. And so how do we enhance this, right? How do we grow our school group in a way that gets the free members? Because one of the biggest issues on Skool at the moment is having free members be able to come back to our communities, right? How do we increase the engagement? Because the more active and engaged they are in the community, the likelihood of them seeing an offer, if you do ever look at launching one, they will see that a lot more, and they'll have a higher chance of actually making a purchasing decision instead of only going through this, which is, you go through someone's funnel maybe 1 to 3 times, at least from my experience. I check it out for the first time, I consume more of their content, then I check it out, and then maybe I book a call and I see if it's something that I'm interested in. But when I join a free school group, I see people's content and I'm consistently learning from them all the time. You're subscribing, but you actually get to engage and have a conversation, and you can ask more questions. Hey, I'm actually thinking about joining premium. Will it help me with my specific business? When you have the old way of doing it, which is email, phone number, landing page, opt in for this, it's so hard to answer direct questions until they hop on a sales call. So that's why we build these free school groups. And so with that, what we want to look at building is an ecosystem. And this is one thing that I've been designing for quite some time on the Skool platform, where inside of my free school group, if you do join it, and I welcome you in because it's absolutely fucking epic to be inside. When you join the school group, I've got this post here, and I learned this from a guy named Kevin Wong, and also Calvin Hollywood. I've seen it a few times from a few different people. I decided to implement it, which is a navigation post. And you guys can look at implementing this in your school groups as well. So you build this navigation post here because what you are looking at doing is you want to have these links. Imagine these lines are links. And these links point to all different points inside of your classroom. And inside of your classroom, you have videos of every different type of thing that's there. And this can be from yourself, say, like with myself actually. So inside of the navigation window, I have links to each of the different things that I teach in the community, but I also have links to guest speakers I've had inside of my community. And what we're doing here is on the back of these videos in each of these different classroom tabs is we have what's called an affiliate link. Now, to take a second with you, previously on Skool, when you affiliated someone to a paid school group so you could earn commission, you had to be a paying member. When you cancelled that subscription, you actually lost your commissions. So you always had to be a paying member. Now, for whatever reason, if you wanted to leave that group and you had just 2 people at 40%, you were still only spending $20, which makes the group, almost free for you. But when you left, you lose that, right? And when you rejoin, you don't necessarily gain it back. What Skool's now done with their freemium feature is if you affiliate someone to a free community, you no longer have to pay for the premium stuff, but you still get the affiliate commission. And this is insane. Like, really wrap your head around that. And so what I did, right, is I held a guest speaking call with a good friend named Piero. He's an epic storyteller. And I affiliated nearly 50 people to his school group. And so let me talk you through why this is important. Well, let's just say this is the first time you have ever heard about Skool. Let's put ourselves in the shoes of someone who's never heard about Skool before. They're watching this exact video going, what is this really cool strategy, and how did this person make $17,000 a month with $17,000 in 1 week with their business? What's he doing, and what's he doing that's different? What's he doing that's new, right? This is what we're looking for. Let's just say the journey of that member, what most communities are like, is he starts here, right? This is him. This is you watching this video. You're going to be this person, then you join this school group, then you get a little bit confused. You're like, I kind of understand it, I kind of don't. And then let's just say this is a week calendar, Monday through to Sunday. I'm going to just do you're active, you're active, you're not active, you're active, you're not active, you're not active, you're not active. Does this look like some members inside of your school group? They join, and then because you don't post as the leader, or there isn't much engagement on this day, this person decides not to check. If you go through your school activity, you can see that members over time have not checked into your school group, right? And so the idea behind this navigation to affiliate is not only to benefit them, but to benefit you. Because what happens when, we'll take this guy as the example again. He's over here. And then he joins our community. And then he goes and joins another community. Let's just say he joins one more community on the platform. The difference is he's used our affiliate. So we link him over. And now when we go back to the same calendar, I'll draw it again for you guys, Monday through Sunday. He's active, and he's active. But on this day, I decided not to post, but this community did, right? The owner of this community posted. So what we're looking at here is when they join this community, they do what? They instantly follow you. And when they join this community, they follow the owner, put him here, they follow them. And so they follow two people, which means that the notification, say for whatever reason you post once a day, they get one notification like this. That's what it looks like. But now that they follow two people in school, they get a notification. They get two notifications of two posts that have gone live. And then they comment, and then they get more, and then they get more. And what we're creating here is if we have our iPhone, how do I draw an iPhone? We'll just put our little apps here. And up the top, we've got a banner, which just says school. This is a notification. What happens is instead of them just getting one notification, when they open their phone in the morning, they actually have a few notifications. And so what does that do to you? When you have notifications, when you first sign up to Instagram, and then after 6 months, you make a story post and it's something exciting. And a lot of people comment, I love this. This is awesome. This is super cool. This is great. You have this little bit of validation. You're like, wow, people are talking to me. I am not as lonely as I was anymore. So you can go through this process. And so what we're doing is we're just creating this beautiful pipeline directly to their phone to get them more engaged. Is this making sense? Hope this is making sense. Leave a comment below if it is making sense for you. So I'm just talking you through this, and I know it's long-winded, but you need to understand the reason why we are creating this. And so you can imagine if we took this process, this whole process, and we just 5, that's an S, 5x it, where we affiliate to 5 different communities, the likelihood of that user just being active on Skool and seeing your posts or your offer is way higher. I think we can all agree that that would be the case. Maybe, yes, you could say it would be a little bit overwhelming, but as a school community owner, it's the best platform to be on, so we want it to be overwhelming. It's good. It's overwhelmingly good. We'll call it that. So we want to build this ecosystem. And just as a slight little tip, because they follow you, and say this is your friends' communities, all these ones here, if you go and make a post in this one and this one about the topic, say this one's on storytelling, and for whatever reason this one's on cooking. If you make a post here, what happens? Well, it goes back to that person's pipeline. It goes back to their thing. You draw them into the other person's community. But the best part is you've got the affiliate link there for when that person might run their own offers and upgrade to premium. So you get that underground, the underlying affiliate commission on that. So I hope that's making sense so far, because we still got a little bit more to cover. So on the basis of the ecosystem, how we made 17K in a week is because a lot of my members are in multiple school communities that I'm active in. I didn't realize I was building this ecosystem until I really thought through how do I build it for myself, to realize that I'm a member in a few communities that are related around the school-based topics. I'm in a community called Goosify, which is all about increasing your relationships with other people. I'm in the Skoolers community, which is for school community owners as well. And I'm in my own community. So I'm in 3 communities that are fairly relevant to what I do. And I post in those all the time. So a lot of people see my stuff all the time. So when I make a post, I have people literally fighting to be the first comment on it, because I have this level of status inside of these communities that people want to do a first post because they get a lot of likes when they are the first comment. So it's a bit of competition. Now, I've built this ecosystem, but now I'm doing it on what I like to say is I've added steroids to it. Or my favorite saying is I'm adding fire to the fuel, which is adding fuel to the fire. We're going to make this bigger. So I did this ecosystem. And so when I launched this offer, I did it based on a cohort, which in this process is actually step 3. You don't need to do this straight away, but I went from ecosystem, building an engaged community and having a lot of pipeline to people's phones, to building a cohort, which I like to call a speed run. And so when I ran the speed run, I did it how anyone usually would, is I created the speed run, helping people through group coaching scale their school groups. I came up with an offer and I posted about it a lot. I ran my sales window for 30 days. I put a deadline on when you could join. I had a higher ticket offer. And through doing this, I was able to make 17K in the last week. And you'll find this when you launch your offers or you follow a process like this, the last week is always when you make a lot of sales. So when you're building these cohorts, I like to separate this into a second community. But the difference is now is that we actually have what's called freemium, which is step 2. So I'll take you through to that. So with your own freemium offer, the process that I'm running this through is, because I've got a big enough audience to do this, I will create what's called just a live webinar. And this live webinar isn't selling people on anything. It's just, I'm talking about school where it's just me. So it's just me. And then on the side, I have the chat of members that ask questions like this, but I'm not having a conversation with them, because where I'm at now is if I do a live, I give out free content on my YouTube. I give out free ideas and posts in Skoolers, in my own groups, in all these different places. I'm hitting so many points of free value that when I do a live stream, I need to start to reduce the amount of access that people have to me while hopping on a group call. So for free, you get access to this. You get access to my team inside of there. You can hang out. We can't really ask direct questions. You need to become a premium member in order to do so. And so what premium does is it gives you access to a group call with me once a week across here, where you can ask those questions. And I built out the benefits of what that is. So there's like hot seat coaching. It's a private Q&A. It has more of a VIP experience away from one-on-one. And so the reason why I have this is because if I just do group calls, and that's what I'm doing here, I can serve that purpose. The other side to it is going back to that cohort, which is up here. The other side to it is I have a separate community. I have a whole private area for the high ticket group people that want to be able to post, share more of their concerns, and have way more of my time. So I'm still selling my time, but I'm doing it in a way that you can monetize at each of the different levels. So I hope this is making sense. I know it's a lot to go through. I'm going to do a video specifically on freemium, and that will be coming very, very soon. But I just wanted to give you this high-level overview of building an ecosystem, which is your free group, so our ecosystem, right? I think this is the most important thing that you need to build right now. You need to start affiliating to other people's school communities because you'll make more income, and do it to relevant ones that are in your niche as well. You need to build a freemium offer and actually just start learning how to push people through to that situation. And then you want to build a cohort for your high ticket. I think that this is one of the best models, and this is what helped us make 17K in a week. The other thing that we did is we just did a lot of posts, and we just talked about our offer a lot. I think it's like very simple. Just make posts about your offer. But if you want more help with this, I've got my free community link below. If you are interested, then you can become a premium member. And we are launching cohorts every quarter. So you'll hear more about that inside of the free group. Join in there to see how we do things. And if it makes sense for you, I'd love to see you inside one of these programs with me. If not, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.